Hello and welcome to TR Tax Talks. I am Tony Martin, tax accountant here at TR Tax. So the Big Beautiful Bill Act made a lot of changes to how we file and pay taxes. We're going to go over some of the top changes that people are talking about that actually take effect this year for the 2025 tax year that we'll be filing this year in 2026. So the Big Beautiful Bill made some changes to the way we file taxes, specifically when it comes to no tax on overtime, no tax on tips, and no tax on Social Security, or something like that. We're going to start today with no tax on overtime. So the first big misconception is that there's no tax on overtime, on any of your overtime. Well, that's incorrect. It's on the overtime premium. That's what we're going to call, for the purpose of this episode, our qualified overtime. So your overtime premium is that 1/2, right? We know overtime is time and a half. So that 1/2, that's the overtime premium. So if your pay rate is $10 an hour, your overtime pay rate is going to be $15 an hour, correct? Well, the overtime premium in this situation is going to be the $5. So how do we calculate, or how do we know how to find the overtime that is not taxable on our tax return? Well, beginning in tax year 2026, so on our W-2s that we'll receive next year to file our taxes, this amount, your qualified overtime amount, will be listed in box 12 with the code TT. This year, for 2025 tax year, the taxes we're filing now, employers are not required to put that information on your W-2. However, they may provide a separate statement from your W-2 that gives you that overtime amount. They may put that information in box 14, or they may not provide it at all. In the case that they don't provide it at all, you can use your pay stub. Well, on your pay stub, it's going to show your total overtime for the year. So it's important that you have your last pay stub of 2025 and you look at the year-to-date amount. You're going to take that amount, divide it by 3. That's going to be your overtime premium, your qualified overtime that you can claim as a deduction on your tax return. Remember, these videos, they're not here to give you tax advice, legal advice, or even be construed as qualified tax or legal advice. Again, if you need help, we urge you to contact our office. You can do that by giving us a call at 304-255-2113, or you can visit us online at trtax.com and leave us a message there on our website, and we'll get back to you. Until our next episode, I am Tony Martin for TR Tax Talks, and we'll talk again soon.